One of the first videos that actually got the attention, the type of attention that videos are getting now that needs to sell records.
Well, I built my own guitar, and it has a particular sound. I worked on it with my father for about 2 years when I was about 18. And it's different from anything else. It just has a different sound. It has a wide range of sound.
A singer? I don't know. Probably just... No, because I told you also I like to sing, and it just sort of evolved from there. And when it came in terms of being in a band, I thought being a singer was the best thing, because I knew up front all the time. I didn't want to be a drummer, bashing the drums at the back. Well, yes, I was just as mad then as I am now. I mean, I look at some of my pictures, and I think, oh, no, how could you have done that, you know? I remember when I had long hair with black fingernails and gloves over here, and I looked like a real tart. But it's versatile. I mean, you could play like, you know, I mean, we write ballads, we write heavy stuff, so sometimes we were even compared to Led Zeppelin or Deep Purple or Yes.
AC/DC or whatever, or, you know, just... It's not just one style, lots of styles of music there, so you have to be able to switch.
I wanted to write a song that everybody could sing along, like a football chant or things like that, and at the same time I thought it'd be nice to... it's a winning song, you know, and it's meant for everybody, you know. But I had to say We Are the Champions, but that doesn't mean it's us. It's for... I can just imagine people going to a game, and if they, you know, if their team wins, they can go, We Are the Champions. It's a winning song for everybody.
It's very important to give everybody an outlet for their writing, their creative powers, because that's what splits most groups up.
It's like a chariot with 4 horses, you know, going on like that.
Who's the man?
And that's a good one. Every now and again, I think we have to individually take different roles at holding reins. I'm not thinking about it. That's when it happens best. I mean, I know there's a story about crazy little thing called love. I mean, I was having a bath, and I just suddenly had an idea, and I called up Paul, and I said, just get me a guitar, you know, just an acoustic. And there I was in the bath, and because I was restricted in the bath, I could only play 3 chords. I can still only play 3 chords, and so I was limited, and out came Crazy Little Thing.
Yeah, the writing helps me a lot. And if I'm not writing, I think there's something wrong with my life at the time.
And I remember when it was out in America, all people went off. A lot of people that, of course, hadn't heard of Queen were buying it, thinking that we were a black act. And then they would come to see us, our shows, and they realized we were all white.
Een droom in vervulling?
Number one, I don't dream about David Bowie at all. It's just... And to actually dream about making a song with him is beyond my capabilities. But just that we were friends, and sometimes when different artists come together at the right time, and if the characters are right, that's more important than anything.
With difficulty.
We were becoming blasé. You know, after you have a success for a long time, whatever, it's quite easy to just say, oh, you're the greatest, or whatever. But I really don't think we're that kind of group. We like to... Sometimes we make our own... We make our own challenges.
We do argue a lot over musical policy of what type of music to do and how much to tour, where to tour, and that sort of thing. But normally we've managed to come to some sort of agreement.
We're sort of in danger of breaking up, really, through lack of work, you know, through not working together, and you tend to drift apart. Everybody goes to a different place, and you drift apart. I don't know what to say about it, really. It was a sort of experimental thing for me, to see if I could make a record on my own. And I think, listening to it now, which I haven't done for quite a while, some of it I quite like. Some of it was too experimental and didn't work.
I always was going to do a solo album, and everybody thought I was going to do that a long time ago. And I just needed the time and the place, you know, and I needed... I just didn't want to just do it. I needed to think about it a little, I really did. And having the 2-year break or whatever, I mean, that made me think, and I thought, the time has come, you know. I'm 38 years old, and I thought I'd better do it before I pass out. And...
When do you expect that to happen?
You mean peg out? Not for a while. Not for a while.
Which is great fun. It wasn't really like making an album, it was just like having fun for a couple of days. and we did it in a studio so that we could keep what we did. And it wasn't with the intention of putting out a record at all. It was just to have that experience, and it was a great experience. And even if there had been no record or anything, I would still remember it as one of the best experiences I ever had. It was great.
For about 2 years, we didn't come up with anything. We didn't tour and whatever, and I think that was a good thing. We sort of went away from each other. And then when we came back, it was like coming back together again from the start. So we started fighting about all the things we used to fight about 5 or 10 years ago. And so off we go again.
I wanted to write a song with that sort of rhythm and that tempo and that sort of feel. But I think it was my little boy just having to mention Radio Kaka, I think. It was turned into Radio Gaga one day. And I just liked the lyrics, so that's how it came about.
When it came to the video, when we make videos, often it is the writer who gets mainly involved. And said, well, we've got to make a video for Break Free. So I said, no, I've got no ideas at all, right? So, actually, in fact, I think it was Roger who had the idea about dressing up in drag. And then with David Mallet, and then Freddie got involved, and then the idea came with, you know, the Hoover and all that sort of thing, and then the very old setting, and it just sort of blossomed from there.